Hi, it's Ashleigh from Sweet Dreams Bake Shop, and if you're kind of last minute like I am this year, then I am sure I have got the recipe for you. It's Vlogmas Day 23, and I'm sure a lot of you have made this before, but I thought I would show those of you that maybe haven't heard of it before how easy this can be. Now, it was introduced to me as cracker toffee or Christmas crack, and all it really is it's saltine crackers with a nice kind of toffee base and then covered in chocolate. I'm using tinfoil here, and this does prevent the toffee from going everywhere, but honestly, I think next time I would use parchment paper because it was incredibly difficult to get this off of the toffee. If all you have is tinfoil, then you can coat it with just a little bit of butter or cooking spray. You can make a ton of different variations with this. You could switch up the type of chocolate, you could switch up the bottom of the base. Some people like to use Ritz crackers. My personal favorite way to have it though is soda crackers with the salted tops. I like to put a really good hit of salt in this just because there is a lot of sweet going on. So you'll notice throughout the recipe, I opt for more salt. You really can't mess up the recipe, but a few pointers I could give you is to make sure that this bottom base is touching so that everything can be fully coated. You're going to start with 2 cups of butter. I am opting for salted butter, and because I just pulled this out of the fridge, I am going to melt it down a little bit before adding in my sugar. My reason for doing this is because I don't want the sugar to burn before that butter is actually melted. Add in your 2 cups of brown sugar, and you can use whatever type of brown sugar that you have on hand. I think I have some light brown sugar is what it's called. I prefer using brown sugar over just regular granulated sugar because I really love that caramelized flavor that it gives off. You're not actually caramelizing your sugar, so all you really have to do is make sure that everything is melted and dissolved. Once it gets to that point, then you go ahead and you spread it all over the crackers. Now, the only tricky part about this was making sure that I was evenly dispersing all of this. I was referencing a recipe which I will link down in the description box below, but I did find the recipe did not call for enough chocolate. So instead, I did double the amount of chocolate just because I found it was not enough. That being said, the amount of chocolate used is heavily dependent on how large your tray is. While that chocolate melts on a double boiler, you want to pop in those crackers into the oven for about 5 to 7 minutes until it gets nice and bubbly. Again, you don't have to be too picky about any of the steps in this recipe. Even if you just use the steps as a bit of a reference and kind of add your own spin, it's probably going to work out. The one thing that I will suggest though is to make sure that you kind of let those crackers rest for a minute before adding your chocolate on. If you add it on too quickly, then everything starts gathering together and you start mixing all the sugar and the butter and the chocolate together. Be creative and put whatever toppings you would like to. On this side, I'm going to be putting some chopped pecans. This one is more of a fun one for the kids, so I'm adding on those gingerbread sprinkles that I made the other day, and then I'm going to be adding some snowflake sprinkles as well. I find that the longer these stay in the fridge, the better, to make sure that everything is nice and solid through and through. This was in the fridge for about 30-ish minutes or so, but it could have done with another 30 minutes, I think. Then package it up however you see fit. I'm going to be adding some ribbon to this, and I actually slipped in a little gift card behind this as well. Whenever I'm giving money or gift cards for Christmas, I always like to kind of pair it with a sweet treat, and this one is absolutely perfect. From start to completely finished, I would say this took me around 40-ish minutes or so. So if you need a super last minute gift, this is definitely the way to go, and it is so delicious. You might just want some for yourself. And before you go, I'm going to open up my second to last window. I can't believe Vlogmas is almost over, and this charm is so cute. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you can be part of the Sweetie fam. Right now, I'm uploading daily, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. Also, be sure to comment, request, or ask a question. I love hearing from you guys. Bye!